How's it, everybody? Back again with another one. Today's going to be a little different. It's been exactly 1 year since I had a partial knee replacement on my left knee. Had an old injury from skateboarding when I was younger, and pretty much for the last 20 years I've had knee problems, and it was just a matter of time. It was bone on bone, so it was the last ditch effort. If you have any questions on knee stuff, you can comment below and I'll get back with you. I kind of know a lot because I've been through a lot. This week also, my mom had her hip replaced on Tuesday, so it got me thinking just how important it is to be able to move well, especially if we want to go fishing in crazy spots. There's definitely some markers that we should be able to hit before we go out there. Don't get me wrong, you could also just go to the beach and cast your line out and dunk, sit in your chair, and that's totally cool. I like the adventure of finding new spots, getting off the beaten path, and I know that every time I'm out there, it really is a gift. You know, it's something that I never want to take for granted. I know a few years back when my knee was really bothering me, I told my friend that, you know, I think this is my last year shoreline fishing. I was really close to buying a kayak, but I was pretty much stubborn and I didn't want to give up shoreline fishing. So I did everything I could to try to prehab my knee, which bought me some extra years, but inevitably I did have to have the surgery. But I'm glad I did. It's been a year. The surgeon said, hey, I'm not sure if you'll be able to run again or jump again or squat low or lunge, but I can do all those things. So I'm really grateful for that. So for those of you that don't know, my wife and I own a gym, CrossFit Up Country Maui. We've owned it for over 12 years now. I've been doing CrossFit for over 15 years, and I started training when I was 12. I'm 20 now, so that's about 8 years. A little more than 20, but I've been training for a while, and I think training and fishing kind of go hand in hand. So I'm going to take you guys with me to the gym. I'm going to show you just a few markers, and just know that if you can't do these things, that's all good. It's good to start somewhere. You don't want to do too much too fast. It's always good to ease into it, and the thing that's most important is just being consistent and being patient with yourself and just having a vision and then trusting the process. So yeah, let's go to the gym and we're going to go over a few movements. All right, guys, welcome to the gym. We're going to start off with some farmer's carry. So I'm just holding some kettlebells and I'm walking. So you can do dumbbells, kettlebells, pretty much anything. From here, we're going to go into a air squat. Feet are going to be shoulder width, toes slightly angled out. My knees are tracking over my feet. So I'm kind of driving my knees out. My hip crease is below the top of my knee. Here's a front view. So I'm kind of reaching my hips back as I go down, trying to keep my chest upright, standing all the way up. If that's too hard, you can squat to a box or a bench. This is a 20-inch box. So I'm going to reach my hips back, sit all the way down, and then stand up and squeeze the glutes at the top. From there, I can go to a lower bench or box, same mechanics. If I want to make it a little bit more challenging, I can do one-legged squats. So one-legged squats is really going to work the balance, and unilateral strength is very important. There we could add some weight, so I'm just holding a kettlebell. I like this weight in the front because I can use it as a counterbalance and helps keep my chest up. From there, we got some step ups. So you can do this on a curb, a box, whatever you got. You want to make sure that you're alternating legs. I used to only step on one leg because I had a bad knee, but now I'm trying to get in the habit of alternating legs with everything I do. Here I'm adding some weight. It's also important that you stand all the way up at the top. Always good to show that control. If you want to make it harder, you can put weight on one side. So you can do 10 with it on your left shoulder and then 10 on the right side. That's going to work some core. Lunges are important. Nice big step out. You can go forward or reverse. Try to keep that front shin vertical if you can. So make sure you're taking nice big steps. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can add some weight. You can hold it in the front. Again, you're controlling that knee down and gently touching it if you're able to. You want to make it harder, you can go overhead, one arm. Just make sure you work the other side as well. So the one arm is going to work the shoulder, the balance, shoulder stability, and core stability. From there, we got burpees. You never know when you're going to end up on the ground. Sometimes we got to hit the deck fast. Well, now you're going to be confident in knowing that you can get up if you fall down. So I'm just basically sprawling down. Another way you could do it is you could step up like that. You could even do like a step back, step up. But this is really important because, again, if you fall down, you don't want to be helpless. You want to make sure that you can get up. Here's a front view. Chest hits the deck. All right, push-ups are important, so it's important that we try to have the thighs and the chest kind of going down and up at the same time. From there, you could work the negative if you don't have push-ups, and then go off your knees, push up. You could also go off of a box. If you have any shoulder issues or mobility issues, I like to use a box at the 30-inch height. My hands are just outside of my shoulders. I'm trying to keep my elbows kind of close to my body, so I don't want to flare my arms out, and then press all the way up. Dips are important too. Sometimes you gotta hoist yourself up the boulders. So I'm trying to go all the way down, lock out at the top. No bro reps here. Pull-ups are kind of a hard one to get, but really important. So if you can do a strict pull-up, you're gonna be really confident in knowing that if you need to do a pull-up, you can. If you have an opportunity to use rings, you could start by doing ring rows. Sorry, we're losing some daylight. It's getting dark. Can you see me now? Am I clear enough for you? Tupac. Anyways, all the way down, all the way up. All right. What's next? Oh yeah, where's the rope? Duh. So I'm looking for a rope. Gonna move the camera. You make it work. All right, you probably don't have a rope, but if you do, you can work this drill. A lot of spots I go to have ropes, and this does really help because ropes are kind of thick. You have your pack. A lot of times you only have one arm because you're holding your fishing pole. So, all right guys, gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. I want to continue to grow this channel because I am really good at buying fishing stuff. And I have some fun reviews planned. I'm also gonna do some catch and cooks. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, be safe. Shoots.